never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, relentless, you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll rot into smoke when the fire is fierce. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die. They're written down in eternity, but you'll never see the price it costs. The scars collected all their lives. When everything's lost, they pick up their hearts and avenge defeat. Before it all starts, they suffer through harm just to touch a dream. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die. When the world is calling out your name, begging you to fight. Pick yourself up once more. Pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die.
Welcome back to the final day of the Maldrift, guys. So today is the day where all the malding and all the rifting come to a conclusion, starting off with the best of 3 between is TST Acoltyes against ICG E-Sports. Obviously, whoever wins this one claims that 3rd place within the tournament, and then it's the hella hecker final between Asian Burritos against Gap Noob, and we will be hoping for a best of 5 fully in all ways that it should be. Most rounds going for that best of 5 against these two teams. Today we have myself, the alien Brit, invading the North American tournament here. We have Wee Woo, and then we also have our special guest, Kangas. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for bringing me on, everybody. Happy to hop on for the final day here of Mild Rift. It's much much more mild. I love the intro, everything about the stream right now. You know, we're toning it down a little bit. We're getting more casual, and now I can actually sip from a mug that I would never have been able to on other events. So
We're pretty lackadaisical up in here. You know, we were talking about it earlier. We got the hot Cheeto dragons. You know, we're pretty chill, but we're hoping these games are anything but. That's basically it. We're hoping these games are going to be fun, exciting, and anything but mild, basically. And they're fighting for a $1,300 prize pool. $1,000 going to that first place team, baby. I'm excited. 200 to second and 100 to third. There's still money up in the air for everyone. Shake it like you just don't care. We're in it. We're great, and we're excited.
That's a decent chunk right there.
You got it correct this time.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
I practiced my English. What can I say?
You have. You did really well, mate.
You're from Florida. It's definitely the only language you speak.
Hey, Spanish, baby.
Oh, really?
Styles.
All right. So that's on me. I'm projecting, yeah.
But
just a little bit of history we've seen throughout the tournament. Both Asian Burritos and Gap Noob has actually lost a round, whereas Asian Burritos hasn't actually lost a single round, so they are completely undefeated so far within the tournament. Can Gap Noob finally beat that streak? And then we do obviously have the TST Acoltyes versus ICG, both unfortunate losers yesterday, but one of them can actually be a winner today, so best of luck to both of those teams as well. Do you have any feelings about it, Weewoo or Kangas?
You go first. I got questions after. I gotta get caught up here.
I'm gonna say basically, but all these teams, you know, they're all winners. These are all people coming into the semifinals. They're, you know, TST Acoltyes is fighting for third place. They were undefeated until the semifinals, and they're still a great team. That you saw the commitment they had, the changes they would make into the second game coming in. It just simply wasn't enough. But I mean, it's all up for grabs. It's everything that you can see. I want to see the Asian Burritos undefeated, hopefully no longer, not to be biased or say anything, but I want to see that best of 5. I want to see these teams adapt and conquer every game that they come into. I want to see them coaches prosper, yell at their teams to do better and fight the hardest that they can. Yeah.
Wow, you're a terrifying teammate to have.
I'm bringing the aggression. I'm bad caster. That's what I am.
Oh
today.
no. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have the balance down. Okay, I understand now. My question is how is the seeding determined? Is the seeding in this bracket just random, or is this actually like authentic based on some predetermining factor? It is random. Okay, I'm hearing cool. Because I was gonna say we have the 13th seed against the first seed in the finals. How did that happen? But if it's more random, that makes a little more sense. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna have a lot of those beginner questions, everybody, because unfortunately I have not been following along with this tournament as much as I should have throughout the its progression. But I'm happy to be here for the end of it. So what's the big storyline then? What can you guys catch me up on for the narratives?
So main narrative, I'd probably say Asian Burritos have been looking like the stunner from the beginning of the first bracket. So all the way through, they have been consistent, undefeated. Whereas Gap Noob, on the other hand, which are the two finalists, seem to be like the underdog because they played against players with attitude in the second bracket. And what we saw from players with attitude compared to what we saw with Gap Noob in the first one, even though they went both 2-0 in the first bracket, it seems like players with attitude had a bit more presence, a bit more flair to what their plays were. But then Gap Noob came and defeated them in that second bracket for a 2-1, which shook us all. And now they've made their way into the final. So they are kind of like the underdogs in this, I believe.
Are you getting complaints? We need double elimination. Double elim, so everyone gets a second chance.
Best of 7, round 17. This would be a long tournament, yeah.
That's broadcast's favorite response from the TOs. It's like, we're gonna do double elim and double your amount of time you have to cast. Like, lovely. Thank you. It's great.
But I mean, if it's anything like the Gap Noob against players with attitude, where the first match went the full 30+ minutes, we could be here for quite some time. That's all I'm saying.
Gap Noob definitely had a crazy game.
Cool.
All right.
So we're hearing from production. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay happening with one of the teams. It doesn't look like it's TST. I will spoil for everybody because I have no skin in this game. TST is all in the lobby, so it is absolutely gap noob.
Kangas,
I'm gonna name names.
Calling them out.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? I like that. I like that. We're both the bad caster today. All right, that's what we are. Blam, you got to be positive, man. You got to
Blam,
be
you really gotta balance
mean,
this out here.
As a Brit, that's really going against the grain. We are a nation of moaners, but yeah, I will be that bastion of light and positivity that we need through the casting panel here today.
I believe in you. I believe in you fully.
I will, with the daddy, I will cuddle them like, so okay, guys, technical issues happen. It's okay. We had some yesterday. It's fine. Don't worry about it. What are you doing in that fetal position in the corner? Get out of that corner. Get back into this lobby. Stop crying.
Every broadcast needs a daddy on the desk. It's okay.
Yeah,
you know, you're filling that role, filling that
Thank
niche.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blam. Thank you. Listen, I understand the technical difficulties. That daylight savings coming out of nowhere, hitting me like a brick. I'm like, I'm going to sleep.
That was
at 2
crazy
a.m.
last night. Yeah.
That's a good time. And then I look at the clock. It's 4 a.m. I'm like, am I crazy?
Yep.
No. America's crazy.
Time's crazy.
Time
I was
is crazy.
out last night with co-caster Rafa. Shout outs to Rafa. And now on the LCS for League of Legends, but he also got to shoutcast the Icons finals. So really, really cool stuff from him. Fantastic caster. Also much better than I am at singing. We were at karaoke last night, and I remember looking at the clock and having the exact same feeling of like, there's no way we've been out this long. Like, and no, lo and behold, you know, time's funny like that. We just decide what time it is. You know, it's all made up. You know, none of it matters.
Listen, Kangas, you can't bring up singing.
If I want to say it's 5 a.m., it's 5 a.m. You know, and you can't tell me I'm wrong. Wait, I have to sing now? Is that what you're about to tell me?
Listen, all I'm saying is Blam has been doing all the singing this tournament with his Shakira impression. And yeah, he's been every time.
Shakira.
The hips don't lie.
That's
That's what I'm saying.
I know the beat. I'd have to look up the words.
But no, if we get a Galio pick, you'll be subjected
hear
to the Shakira Blam Galio impression going on there.
Okay.
So.
Unless
Well, yeah,
Galio
I mean,
gets banned.
with Galio, with Galio's 100% win rate, you kind of want to expect him to be banned because he is one of the champions that has the 100% win rate in the tournament. So he's definitely probably more towards probably the final match that we'll probably see him be banned against Gap Noob and Asian Burritos, but maybe not so in TST Acoltyes. And ICG may not be a priority because they are much more of a standard sort of meta that we're seeing with these two teams, but that's where Gap Noob and Asian Burritos have definitely shined.
I've loved Galio since release. He's just so unique for Wild Rift, even more so than like the PC counterpart because the map is much smaller. You can basically just get anywhere instantly, and also the build path is super flexible. That's one of the things I value pretty highly in a champion. Is if you can adapt your build based on what your opponent is going for. That's why I hate AD carry. I will not play that role because it's like you're pretty much locked into just one build path on every champion. Whereas most other roles, you have the option to pivot depending on what you're up against. So I think Galio kind of encapsulates that. You can go AP if you need to do AP damage. You can go for full tank if you need to be that front line. And you just make so much space for your team. I feel like good Galio players are really, really strong and a huge threat.
Yeah, he's definitely a rock solid pick. Wink, wink. But no, I mean, even the ADC role, you know, they get locked in. But we've been seeing some APC this tournament actually doing very, very well instead of that AD role. They've been switching it up and doing some crazy shenanigans up in here. Even Zeri. I've seen AP Zeri, I've seen AD Zeri, AP Varus, AD Varus, but I mean.
No, that's against my narrative. We will. Bot laners can only build one thing.
We've seen a Riven ADC actually too. We've seen some.
wait a minute.
Yesterday we saw an Aurelia ADC with the Soraka that last match.
It's so weird.
I think, to be fair, that would have actually gave if it was against anybody but Gap Noob, it probably would have worked a lot more effectively than it did against Gap Noob. But Gap Noob had the Yuumi and the Zeri, and it was just a bit. It just didn't work. It didn't work.
Speaking of Gap Noob, they're getting into lobby. I think we're actually close here.
Wait, that's
Should be
ICG.
hopping in.
Oh yes,
ICG.
ICG.
Oh,
We're calling
ICG.
out. Yes, this is for the third
Right.
place.
Yes,
this is
yes.
the third place. We saved.
I
the best for
apologize,
last.
Gap Noob, for calling you out earlier. They were in fact on time because they're playing later. So ICG now hopping into the lobby.
We are about to spin that mystic wheel that the voice in our head is telling us all about, Appa. And we will find out who is going to take that blue side first. We're not going to bother mentioning the curse that it did in bracket 1 and 2. We are just going to let you decide what's going to happen and what the blue team is going to be.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
do we learn? Did I miss something?
Yes.
What happened in the wheel?
No, the wheel we do not see. It is simply a figment of our imagination and the chat. We do not get to see the wheel. It is
Okay.
It is a mysterious figure.
It's just
the wheel choose. The
it's
wheel
just
chooses
Appa.
who sees it.
it's just Appa at home with like a dart and like all the team names on a wall, and like I don't know, his cat just kind of hanging around like, don't hit me, Dad.
He's got catnip on both sides, seeing which side the cat goes to first. That's basically how he does it.
Hey, that works, you know.
He doesn't leave it to a 50-50% chance
But-
anyway. He keeps all teams on there. Those that he's eliminated, he keeps spinning until the team that's playing lands on it. And he's like, right, okay, cool, that's TST Acolytes. They're going first.
But I'm telling you, if it is the cat one, then it is a crime that's not content, because that should absolutely be filmed and put on the broadcast. Speaking of, are the broadcasters seeing us right now, or are they seeing the game, the client? They're seeing me. Okay, cool.
Beautiful mugs.
All right, just
Yes.
wanted to make sure I don't do anything
don't
weird
have
with
a
my
mug.
face. TST Acolytes have
Okay.
blue side, it looks like.
Yes. So TST gets the pick first and ban first. They get the advantage technically, but we've been seeing a lot of blue side losses, so we don't really know anymore.
Are there any
It has been
Smurfs
broken.
in this game, or are these the actual ranks of the players?
I believe the TST that the gold 2 is a Smurf, because we were seeing him go up against the Masters and dominate. So I
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was just wondering because sometimes in tournaments, you know, people will play on different accounts and such, depending on champs that they have unlocked and things like that. So, all right, cool to
all
know.
here.
So, who's favored here then? Do we have a favorite going into this match?
I wouldn't say
don't
necessarily a
know.
favorite, to be fair. I mean, both of these teams have played fantastic throughout the tournament. TST and ICG play more towards the meta and the standard sort of team comps rather than what we've been seeing in the finals, which is that bruiser-centric builds. Like you have the 3 bruisers and then assassins doing all the damage, whereas these, it's more of the traditional ADCs, or actually ADCs. There's no support Teemos that we've been seeing on Gap Noob, on TST Acolytes or ICG, so it is definitely a lot more.
Well, that's why they
toned
didn't make
down.
finals.
Yes.
That's it.
Be honest
That's
here.
it.
Actually, that Teemo support was actually somewhat scary when I saw that stuff.
Yeah.
It is, as a man who wants to, kick Teemo into the stratosphere regularly, seeing that support Teemo do the work that he did, I was actually somewhat impressed. I will say that for Teemo. I will say that.
I feel like we've reached a point in League of Legends and Wild Rift where Teemo is not the problem by any stretch of imagination. There are bigger problems that we need to kick into the stratosphere. So I am a Teemo enjoyer. Chad
Wow.
Teemos, rise up with me.
Wow.
Teemo forever.
This is where I expect Kangas to pull out a Teemo hat.
I don't have a Teemo. I do have a
I'm a bit
Teemo
disappointed.
mini out in the living room, but that's a little far, and I have low energy today, so that's too much effort for me to go grab it right now.
Teemo will live with us in spirit, and that is fine because I don't want to see his face anywhere near me right now, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely bigger problems, but for small problems, he's the smallest there can be. Besides Zoe, actually.
Yeah, his
Besides Zoe.
model is quite small. You are right
Yes.
there. What do you think is the most BS champ in the entire game? Like what's your problem champ right now?
We talking ranked, or are we talking
within this tournament? Aatrox.
Zoe? Oh, I would say Zoe.
Okay.
Zoe
Zoe
is
is very
nightmare.
annoying.
Zoe is nightmare fuel, in my opinion. I had a nightmare about her last night. It was scary. It's a dodgeball in the face, and it's not fun. It is not fun.
I mean, the bed looks a bit too pristine to be saying you had a nightmare there, wee woo. I mean, you clearly had a nightmare.
That's your
You
bed
stayed
behind
awake
you?
since the nightmare and cleaned
Yes.
up.
Oh, we got the
clearly.
classic bedroom set up. Let's go.
Yeah, guys, it's my bed. Listen, my bed has been the talk for the tournament for some reason. I'm not gonna complain. I gotta make it every time.
Yeah, it's
Every time I
iconic.
have
It
a
stands out.
Yeah, I have to make it just so it stands out. Otherwise, no one wants a messy bed. No one.
Mine is currently it. I'm washing my sheets. If you're wondering why we're filling so much time, there is still a player from ICG who has not joined, and I will call names again. Do we have a roster list? I don't know who's missing. I only see the 4 that are in there, but I will out whoever's making us wait.
Oh, he is making a list and checking it twice. Oh my goodness. It's Santa
I'm the
Braum.
true. I'm showing you how to be the real villain on the broadcast.
Honestly,
you know?
I like it. I'm taking it back. I'm like, what? Hell yeah! I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes.
I can't find the team roster, so I don't know. I'm unable to do this currently. It's okay.
It's okay.
This is probably for the best, you know.
Yeah, he's just gonna get yelled at the entire stream until he joins.
I'm gonna be very proud. I'm gonna make a mental note. So how about this? I'll list everyone who's in here. We got Blaze Academy, Tengen, and Ramita. So
We do the
whoever's
roll
not
call.
included,
Roll call.
you can
Yeah.
you can do the deduction yourselves in chat, and I'll be taking mental note once they do.
We're
join.
like a grocery store who's looking for a lost kid right now. We're going on the PA system, calling for them to come in. Please, your mother is waiting for you on aisle 14. Please.
Oh, there we
Well,
go.
now-
Can the
I- now
parents
you gave me an idea.
sweater come to the desk? He has been a bad boy.
I have
He's
a
lost.
soundboard that I've been utilizing in some of my broadcasts lately,
Oh,
and now you gave me an idea. I need to have like an effect on my soundboard that sounds like like you're talking over an intercom. Right? I can do that. It's like probably the closest I can get. Oh, we're ready. Sweater. It was Sweater. I will out you all day long, but thank you for finally joining, Sweater. You better carry this game now.
Kegas, can you send me that soundboard? I've been wanting to curse this entire tournament, and now I can.
Oh, I apologize. No, this is a very expensive soundboard, but I can.
Oh.
I'll send you the MP3 file, the 1 second file I have. How about that?
That's all I need.
There we go.
You
Have that
have been
one
pulling
too.
your punches, woo woo, haven't you? You have been pulling your punches. I'm proud of you.
Hey,
Many
I'm
times you've
allowed
been
to say
hearing that.
loins.
That's it, yeah.
I saw somebody in chat mention that, and I was concerned, and I didn't bring it up. But maybe one day I'll get the story on that one.
Oh, you'll basically my loins are never wrong. I know when a game is gonna be insane. Basically, that's it. That's all you need to know.
So we'll have like a mid-game loin check. Can we get like a loin cam? Just have live updates.
We're
we're
gonna
going
have
too
to
far.
ask Appa for that. Yeah, let's do it. all right.
We're in a pick and pan.
Yeah, we're in the bands. We're seeing the usual, the Olaf, the Yone on ICG side, and we're seeing the Aatrox, the Camille, and the Karma on TST side. So we're seeing the same old.
Them power bans, obviously Olaf being a ranked #1 ban throughout the tournament as well, and Yone's actually the second highest banned champion in tournament. And there is our blue-haired, blue-eyed girl Gwen being banned as well on the side of ICG. So they are picking out these bans here. Wukong has slipped through the net there. We have been seeing quite a few good Wukong players throughout the tournament with the initiation and that ultimate, the Beyblade popping out of the Wukong there. TST
Spin to
locking
win,
in. So we
baby.
did see TST. I'm pretty sure they played in both matches yesterday, Wukong.
Yes, they did play that.
Something in my
Wukong.
loin tells me.
Yes, your loin is correct because it was the Wukong versus the spinning master, his sensei himself, Garen, who did outspin that Wukong in those games. However,
Ooh, we get
Well,
Darius wee woo.
yeah,
If you got a tingle in your loins, you should get that checked out. Darius locked in, so we got multiple spin champions here. Not as aggressive of a spinner, but can spin a little earlier, I suppose.
he does a little 360 for the fans every once in a while with his axes.
It gives that little spin, the catwalk spin. And speaking of catwalks, will we get the Rakan with his catwalk strut around the map?
We get the dog walk. Nasus is locked in.
Yeah, Nasus. Now we did see
Nasus.
Nasus go for that APC role yesterday, so I'm wondering
Ooh.
if they're gonna try it again. It did not work, however. I will say that.
I remember that being pretty prevalent, even like last year at Icons. I maybe not prevalent. That's a little too far of a stretch, but it was played a couple of times. So I can't imagine it doing well against Samira Rakan. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly. Nope. He needs more CC for that Samira somehow.
There we
go. They might be going for it though.
It was ICG that did yesterday. So they clearly like that pick. They clearly like that duo. So
if you can survive lane, sure, you can scale. But if the Samira Rakan play aggressive enough, they probably can just blow you out of lane, and then you're gonna be like just super far behind the entire game. It's not gonna matter that you scale because it's gonna be over too soon.
Which is exactly what happened yesterday. We've been seeing a lot of early game dominance from these teams, and they've been holding on to that early game dominance and taking it all the way to the bank. So let's see if the late game scale will work for this time. Who knows?
We got the final bans coming in now. It's a lot of mid laners. So we've got the bot lane and jungle role locked in. I guess Wukong's flexible, so we don't for sure know where that's going here.
He can be in a lot of places. He's like a Yasuo almost, but not really. I like. He's not like Yasuo.
Very different.
Are you retracting that statement there, Wee Woo?
I am retracting that statement. You know what? Yasuo, I don't know how to play him, but the people who do sure do know how to play him. So I'm not even going to get into that territory.
You got to be careful talking to Yasuo players, too. Because they're oftentimes very salty people,
They will throw a tornado at me.
You've just got to die 10 times, and then you get that power spike. That's all you got to do.
True.
Yeah. Or in Wild Rift, just get 10 kills and then lose a game because you're still paper. Seen that happen a few times. Not from personal experience. Nothing I would ever do. Go.
But there we go.
We have the chance that we can't say the name of.
Yes.
Say it, Wee Woo. Say it.
The Xin Zhao pick for ICG. Beautiful. You'd be surprised. I'm gonna get yelled at for that, Kangas. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
It seems like the general trend is that we bully Wee Woo on this broadcast. Yes. So I'm okay full in on that. I've bought in already.
That's what we're here for, and I'm all for it. I'm a cute punching bag. That's what I go for.
You can't call yourself cute, okay? That's an earned title. Wow, the gall of this guy.
We did a bit of a back alley deal between me and Kangas. It's like, yo, bully Wee Woo on the broadcast. It's a bit of a.
Well, this guy puts a cowboy hat on his microphone. We gotta put him in his place.
I get bullied by Blam and the casters, but Blam gets bullied by Appa off the scene. So it works out. It works out.
Who does Chat bully though? Because Chat is the true bully, and they get to decide who the actual punching bag of the broadcast is. At this point, it's probably me. I mean, I'm just gonna assume based on how this has been going so far. All right, we got Set and Oriana locked in. Let's talk about the draft.
We got the Set, and we got the Jace on ICG. I like that. A
lot of engage combo on TST right now. Like they can start fights pretty much whenever they want to.
Yep. And the Set can walk in later in the day and just start punching people in the face. Nothing crazy. We got a lot of bruisers on the side of ICG as well. Those are some big dogs, not including the Nasus. Those are It's
gonna be Jace going in the mid against the Oriana there, and then we're gonna have the Set in the Baron lane versus Darius. Wukong going head to head of Xin Zhao in the jungle, and then Rakan and Samira against the Susan and Senna pick in the duo lane. So it's a little bit something different for ICG yesterday. We're seeing a big bruiser intake this time around. Maybe they learned something against their opponents yesterday. So hopefully it pays off and works for them this time around. So first match is now on the way.
Took a while.
Okay.
We got it.
I the way I view this draft right now is it's engage heavy team fight from TST. ICG, the Darius is the big wild card here because they have execute damage. If they can get somebody low enough, Darius is poised to pop off and be the primary carry, like the main character. Oftentimes when I look at drafts, I kind of say like, okay, who's the main character in this draft, in this composition? Definitely Sweater here. So you were late to the lobby, and now you say, everyone draft around me. I'm going to carry this game. That's bold. It's bold, Sweater.
He's coming in loud and proud. He's showing off. He's fashionably late, as they say. You know, that's what he's here for.
Maybe that's what the technical issue was. He's having a bit of a diva moment. He's like, no, you're building around me or I'm not coming. And it was just like, right, fine, we'll build around you, Sweater. Let's go.
We'll see. But that is an all AD team, however. Besides that, you know, besides the Nasus, who's going to be hitting hard with the AP, but everyone else is AD. It's going to be interesting how they build around. I feel like Set will be very, very strong against their team composition.
Oh, okay. This is rough.
Yeah. That is some hard
straight in there with ICG.
You just got to back. Yeah, you cannot stay in this lane against Jace. And you can't back there either because he's just going to hit you. Oh, no.
Okay.
Flash auto.
Does he have it? He does. But
there's
he's
barrier
not
up.
use it.
Yeah.
He's looking for a way in. Oh, shield.
Nicely done, Eddie, actually. I mean, you basically bait out both sums. You're going to be behind from lane and XP and gold, but if you can get a jungle gank early, you could probably punish this Jace, who's low mobility, and here it is.
You called it. Will he get it? I don't think so.
Red buff!
Oh, so close again.
So, that was one health. That was one little touch away. Unfortunate.
It's giving me recalling moments of yesterday with the Vex getting away with so little health against the ICG as well. So
everyone's
it seems to be a bit of flavor right now where it's like, oh, I'm just going to tease you with this little almost death experience, but I'm going to get away from you. Don't you worry. Send it with a nice guy there, though.
Oh, nice root. The damage on this Jace is absolutely insane once it hits level 3. No items, no nothing, just trucking it along in that mid.
We already got the supports roaming around right now.
Already see the Senna going back and forth. You got the Xin Zhao just, you know, farming.
Solidly top lane. Yeah, you're in a lot of trouble here, Hypernova.
Let's see if he goes for it. They're going for the gank early. They're taking the damage. He's got the barrier. Oh! Just enough. Set trying so hard to survive, but it simply wasn't enough to take down Xin and the Darius. They get the kill. The first blood.
How did they not tank turret aggro? I didn't see the turret hit them. What's going on?
One hit. I saw one hit. That's all I saw.
That was really well done to juggle that aggro.
That was very
good.
was
kind of like, nah, that looks a bit messy there. I'm going to back away and not do anything in favor of any team there.
Yeah. I'm not looking.
I'm not partaking, so you can't shout at me, so I'm not doing it.
The first blood picked up, and was it Darius that got? Oh, okay, another kill bot lane. This is the problem with Nasus Senna is it's very easy to engage on the Nasus. He has no tools to keep himself alive.
No, but that's what the Senna's for, but she has to be hitting her roots and her heals. You know, nothing crazy, but especially early game. You can't be doing anything. You're playing passive early game for majority of it.
We also have had Ramita roaming around quite early.
The flash by the Set to start the gank. Wukong joins in a little later. That's simply not enough damage to do to that Darius.
Darius quite tanky, and we got an engage bot.
Oh, here we go. Rakan goes down. We're seeing the ultimate mirror. She gets stunned and rooted, and she's gonna go down as well. Nice. This Jace roaming. Yeah.
Jace currently holding the Dunk Master trophy right now. I mean, Darius has got to do something to reclaim it. He's not got the Dunk Master skin, though, but he needs to reclaim that position. Oh, there's the dunk from Darius onto the Set.
He heard
not quite, not quite what was going on in the bot lane there with the double kill from Jace, but they are definitely dunking off for that trophy right now. It was healthy competition between the teams.
Yep, this is the Dunk Squad villains I wanted to see. We got 2 dunkers on the team.
I love top laners. It's like, hey, come gank my lane. I need help. All right, well, we didn't get him. Up, now I'm dead. And it's not going to get easier for Hypernova. You get dove under turret, you die solo in lane. The Darius is fed and ahead. And this is going to be really hard to slow down. We talked about Sweater being the main character. Maybe they can get some done mid.
Yeah, let's see. He's going around. Wukong doing a lot of damage, not getting any kills with it though. Let's see. Oh, nice! And wasted the flash. I take back my statements. He's doing a lot of work right now. Oh,
not bad.
Ooh, good flash, but Xin comes right back in. Let's see if the barrier's enough. Nope. Will he get a double? Oh, he hit the wrong monkey. He's going right in it. Oh, not enough. Not enough. Good little, you know, after gank to get the kill, you know, slow down that bleeding, but not enough to get the double and make it equal. And now we got Flamin' Hot Cheeto Dragon up. Xin going right to it. We got all of blue team deciding, hey, let's go get this dragon too. So we're going to see a big fight here.
Yes, there's definitely a priority here for the dragon. But normally we see a bit of a split there. One goes for Rift, one goes for the Hot Cheeto, but it's looking like a big clash here for the Hot Cheeto. Wukong taking out the smite. There is no smite on either team. It has gone now.
It's so low.
Oh, Darius didn't get the reset though. Ah, he's still strong enough. It doesn't matter.
There it is. Darius being
started the fight, and they're gonna finish it as well.
You were talking about. Darius says, "I'll do it all."
Yeah, I mean, even if you miss that execute on the ult, he still picks up multiple kills. There is Giga ahead. Plus, as you said, the Flamin' Hot Doritos has been picked up.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? No, Cheetos. Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Cheetos. Yes.
What did I say? Doritos? Ugh.
Doritos, Cheetos. It all ends in O's, but as long as it's Flamin' Hot, it's good. It's good.
It's a spicy dragon. It's the best dragon in my eyes, and hopefully everyone else's eyes, because if you don't think that, you're wrong, and that's okay. And now blue team is going to go, and they're going to take the Rift Herald and make it equal.
You're wrong, and that's okay. What a statement.
We spit out cemented statements there. He's like, I'm not budging on that one. That is definitely my dragon. It's my only dragon that I know. It's definitely the best dragon. So
yeah. Hey, listen. There's a reason it's the only dragon I know. All right. But we'll be seeing. So we do have a 7K gold lead on ICG right now. Darius doing Darius thing. He's big. He's tanky. He hurts, and he's roaming, and that's horrifying. You know, we got that. Wukong, you know, doing a lot of damage, but just it doesn't seem to be enough right now for his team. He's 3-1. He's most of the kills. He's gonna be leading a lot of these fights. I want to see Rakan, you know, initiate into these team fights better. We saw him stun someone in the bush for that dragon fight, but it wasn't anything crazy. Oh my god! It is. They are piling on these people.
Not enough. Wow, these turrets are just on ICG's team, I guess. This is crazy.
This is paper.
Who's paid the turrets?
Darius.
What shady deal has been going on before this match? This is clearly the technical difficulty it was having. But ICG coming back with a bit of flavor that they learned from their opponents yesterday. So that 3v1 under the turret is what Gap Noob are normally all about and what the Asian Burritos is all about. But it seems like ICJ has picked up a little bit of homework from them. It's like, can I copy your homework? Yeah, let's make it a little bit different. And they have.
Hypernova lives that. Well done, flashing in the correct direction. Sometimes that's actually kind of hard to do in the moment. Yeah. Flash towards the plant so that you can get the healing.
Wukong defending that turret with his life, but no one on ICG really wants that. They're chilling right now. Nasus is stacking and packing. That's what he's doing in mid lane right now. Yeah, I mean, he's getting ready. Oh, he's running into a bar alley fight right now. He flashes out. He knew way better than for that.
Oh, that's those moments where as the Rakan, you're like, wait, they just kept walking? Like, why? They didn't react? Okay, solo kill.
Yep. Okay, let's see. We got 5 chasing this Darius. Will they be able to kill him?
Wukong might win this.
Charge. It's not enough damage. Oh, no. Oh, he got that dunk, but he missed.
Yeah, he didn't get the sweet spot on the first ability. If he healed up a little bit more, but the team might be able to turn this around.
Let's see. Oh, the CC by Senna missing, only hitting the minions. TST realizing they're in a bad spot. They're trying to back off, but they can't. They're going in for the fight. We got Xin ulting. He gets a kill on that Wukong. Samir doing some damage, but it's not enough. They're too tanky. She's not healing. She's not dealing, and she goes down as well. ICG with the double kill.
All right, so the turrets are paid for ICG, and so is Eddie, because if Eddie stays around there, that definitely goes in favor of TST.
I don't know. They are big. Eddie's trying to do the damage with this Orianna. Jace is so fast. Look at those little feet go.
Ooh, he's
Now
trying.
you're getting slowed.
Whoa.
The
Now
wither
he's
from
getting
Nasus.
slowed. The Beyblade.
Absolutely. Oh, the bootleg Beyblade. The
feel
spinning
like-
top.
I feel like Eddie and I have like a spiritual connection. Like we're the same player. Everything I see Eddie do, I'm like, yep, I do that too. See opponent low health, run at them. No cause for concern for your own health.
He sees blood
Get
in
a
his
bit of
eyes. That's all it is.
PTSD, observing
Yeah.
Eddie.
But we're seeing the Nasus APC play out a lot better currently. He's stacking because the team is winning in those fights. He can stack the way he wants to. He doesn't have to play the whole team as behind, just him, only him. But when he comes back
That's it,
into
I
those
mean,
fights,
The Jace also helping. It's not mostly at the team fights. He's helping these lane pushes as well. He's definitely worked on that Baron lane. It's not even his lane. He's like, you know what? I'm putting in the work today. I'm going to make sure I help on that Baron lane as well as the mid lane. And he's literally run it all the way down to the inhibitor before 10 minutes.
wow. I did not even realize they're already at inhibitor before 10 minutes. They're doing the damage. Look at him. He's 1v1ing this set. He's leading him.
That set does not have a lot of armor, and this Jace has 3 items, plus plenty of lethality, and now TST, the rest of the team, can be struggling here at the final ends of this game. I think that ICG just have this here.
It's looking like not a good fight right now. The Zinol is absolutely insane, hiding that Darius from the hits, and Darius, his spinning Beyblade taking down a core. Oh, great hook by Darius! Orianna getting absolutely deleted. Rakan running for his life. He doesn't care about his team anymore. He's running. Wukong trying to get this turret, but these turrets have been paid off. He's not going to be able to survive. Oh, never mind.
Once again, nobody paying attention to that Jace. Jace completely taking out that inhibitor whilst his team's just doing the dirty under the turret in the Dragon lane as well. But yeah, that was a fantastic fight on the side of ICG there. But nobody bothered to react to that Jace, and they lost the inhibitor.
It's not going to get easier for TST from this point. Their composition just needs to fight. They need to go for big 5v5s, and they're losing those so heavily because of all the gold differential that you see on the bottom of your screen. So this game looks like it's pretty wrapped up. ICG just need one more fight, and then they can enter the top lane.
Yeah, they definitely need to change. They need to go hope for a crazy team fight to turn it up and maybe get Baron after, and I feel like that's the only way. They're 15k gold down right now. It's not looking too good. Set needs to stack up on his armor, in my opinion, but they're so far behind that the lanes have been knocked and rocked, basically. The turrets are just, they're not doing anything to this bulky team that ICG have. They are so
Where was this
big.
ICG yesterday? Where was this ICG yesterday? They were playing phenomenally so far today. It's clearly like they've done the homework. They've clearly had no sleep. The daytime savings has gave them a buff.
Rakan's
Okay, here's the
stunned,
engage.
but he's made out of paper. He goes down. Wukong, the ninja doing some damage, but
If that engage happens with Eddie there, it works, but unfortunately it was a little early.
yep.
I see the angle though, and I respect the attempt. TST are gonna look for a miracle.
Another turret down. They're gonna be pushing. They want this inhib too. Rift not even taking damage. She didn't even do the damage. Let's go, Rift. Boom! Direct to the dome. Set coming in, ulting in. He's gonna go down. He's taking so much damage. It is insane.
That's
the
it.
burst that you can see from a team that doesn't have bursty champions, honestly. These are just heavy hitters. Xin taking so much damage. Absolutely
Heavy hitters.
deleting this Samira. Wukong trying to get a triple stun, running away right after because he's gonna die basically if he stays any second longer. It is a 5v5. Okay. Rakan doing some work. Oh, the monkey goes
damage.
Pulling from
down.
the Darius though.
Yeah,
Duncan-
if they had Samira up for that engage, maybe they can turn
Yes.
something around here, but without the damage following up, it is the entire base falling apart. ICG do lose 2 members, though, so they will be delayed in their game-ending push. I don't think it changes the outcome of the game, though. With all inhibitors down, this game is... it's over. It's going to be done in the next 30 seconds.
We'll see. We got
Yeah,
three,
just
like
wait
we
for
said,
those
3
teams to win up.
inhibitors. All they're gonna have to do, all they can do is defend, push, and hold their nexus. Let's see if ICG goes for a Baron. It's a risky play. They're probably just gonna play it safe. Wait for the next push because they are very good on these team fights. They are holding that Samira and locking her down. Darius saving his CC for when she ults, or even Xin pushing her away when she ults. They have enough, or Jace as well. They have enough to stop a Samira ult that can change the tide of a battle, basically. And let's see, they're fighting for blue buff, not Baron. You know, blue is still cool, but Wukong taking it. Oh, Darius hopping right over. He says, hello, the flash hook is beautiful. He's gonna
Taking all
lead the
the
charge
damage.
for his team.
Haters.
He got the stasis set, ulting right into the Xin. That's not a good place to
kill
ult
him.
set. Nope.
They can't kill him. He's too big. Oh no! He's on a
Samira
rampage.
tried. The thought was there with Samira coming in from right around the back, trying to pull off that ultimate, but it just wasn't enough from the Darius. Just tanking all that damage in that early team fight, and someone's definitely playing that Nexus. It looks like Jace is definitely playing the Nexus there. He's going for the slam dunks before they win this first game in the series, and it goes to ICG.
Yep, they led the charge in the beginning. You know,
We're going
Well
for
done.
the budget
Well done.
the budget soundboard blam. Copying Kangas' amazing soundboard, but what a
This is
domination
why people hire
there.
me. It's nothing that I bring to the table. It's just this. You know,
It's all that soundboard.
there you go. That's what I
But
bring to
yeah.
a broadcast.
Definitely wow inside of the ICG there. So definitely
Ooh,
a more
Academy's
turned up
damage.
ICG from yesterday. We are seeing a great. They've learned a lot from what they did from their losses yesterday, it seems, with the brawler builds, with still going for the Susan and the center combo in that duo lane, as we likes to call Nazis. So I'm going forward and calling him Susan.
Yep.
Susan. But
That's
looking
the
at
other one.
Jace though. Jace was a really pivotal champion in that team comp there with those heavy split lane pushes, with the dunks in the early games, those double kills going on. He was really the pushing force at the early game there. So fair play to ICG. I think a better draft from TST Acolytes. We could probably see a much more of a balanced matchup next round.
yeah, no, I mean, Orianna did a lot of damage. However, you know, we saw her chasing for those kills because she was doing the damage for those kills. To be fair, but that Darius tanking like so much.
Yeah, the top lane is really what I think decided this game, because Sweater got the early gank. They dove under turret, killed Hypernova, and then got the solo kill after. If a Darius is that far ahead, you can't really stop a Darius in a team fight with this comp. You can try and chain the CC tools to hopefully kill him, but they couldn't get the setup. Orianna's not going to be like DPS necessarily onto Darius. Like, she's not terrible at it, but she is going to struggle at it. You need the Samira there, and oftentimes Samira was just targeted by Jace or Blaze and just taken out of the fight instantly.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, especially with that team comp, I feel like the only one that could really stand far away and pew that Darius was the Orianna. But like we said, she just couldn't do enough damage because Darius, you get close to him, he's going to Beyblade you, heal half his health, and then dunk on your face and absolutely demolish you. So it's definitely it was a great play, great tanking by Darius, and the damage-wise, it was there too. It was everything, basically.
Yep, Darius has all those things within his kits to just bring the fight to him, especially like Kanga says, like once that early game lead was set in stone by the Darius in that top lane, it was pretty much written in the stars for ICG to win that first round.
Yeah. So it's best of 3, correct, for this one?
The 3,
Yes. Best of 3
All right.
for this one.
Let's see if ICG have it in them to make it a quick day, or if TST will strike back. I still think that TST's draft was all right. Like, the reason that I'm okay with it mostly is that it has a clear identity. as a clear game plan. They just couldn't put the pieces together because ICG got too far ahead early.
Yeah.
If TST got ahead early, which is kind of what I expected based on the bot lane specifically, and kudos to them, they did get the solo kill onto Tengen. But if the rest of the map is able to hold it together, I think that they could have kind of ran through ICG and team fight scenarios, stacked up objectives, and won that way. So if they just run back the same draft, honestly, I'm okay with it. I think a lot of it did come down to the in-game moments.
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely,
But
definitely.
anyway, we'll be right back. We'll be going to a short commercial break. Get your cheese, get your Wawa, as we like to say it here for some reason, and we'll be right back.
In this Gothic underground city, we all sin. If I bring a couple rounds with me, then we all win. I came back and brought the crown with me. The king's can break your nexus and your neck, cause everybody's on your head. Just like kick your butt, go run amok, then paint my nails. Never learned to raise my hand, was too busy raising hell. Everything I know I am, you should go and save yourself. Thought you had my number, huh? Congratulations, played yourself. Underground utopia, dynasties and dystopia. Fear is never an option, so time is not a real phobia. I'm beating the odds, rising to every occasion. That's if I defeated the gods. Switch up the mind, nothing but champions coming. I'm rolling on one of those squad. Hold still, boy, like back then. Talk back till I snap back. This ain't brown, this that dark black. This that pitch black, jet black. Snap your ex, watch me give them flashbacks. Pressure's rising fast as lightning, they can't stop it now. If you ain't talking realness, then just change the topic now. They laughing at the top like they can't see the bottom. And they thought I needed help, but I got here without them. I am sharper than a pack of 100 razor blades. When the smoke clears out of here, but they name go fade. I'ma be here doing it my way. They said I should change it up, but what did I say?
Ooh, yeah, he mad. I'm racking up white diamonds. Throw me in the sky, you would swear the sun shining. Ooh, yeah, he mad. I'm racking up white diamonds. Throw me in the sky, you would swear the sun shining.
Hold still, boy, like back then. Talk back till I snap back. This ain't brown, this that dark black. This that pitch black, jet black. Snap your ex, watch me give them flashbacks. I get that magic all on me, I feel like I'm Tracy McGrady. Enemy circle around me 360, I count them with 8. I've been equipped with the spirit beside me since I was a baby. It's getting chaotic, I made me a product for causing the chaos. Right here, what they in this Gothic underground city, we all sin. If I bring a couple rounds with me, then we all win. I came back and brought the crown with me. The king's can break your nexus and your neck, cause everybody's on your head.
Ooh, yeah, he mad. I'm racking up white diamonds. Throw me in the sky, you would swear the sun shining. Ooh, yeah, he mad. I'm racking up white diamonds. Throw me in the sky, you would swear the sun shining.
welcome back after that little intermission there. We are almost ready to go ahead with the second match of the series, guys. So let's see if TST can do a little bit of a better draft and bring it up to the plate of ICG. Let's see if they can serve up some hot ICG to the table of the family this time around.
Yeah, where are we going with this one? We're
Are we saying we're gonna eat ICG?
yeah, we don't promote
it.
cannibalism on this broadcast.
Competitive cannibalism.
No players were
Metaphorical
eaten in the making of this
cannibalism.
product.
I'd watch that on ESPN.
Oh no! No, the wrong answer.
We'll see. TSC does have the blue side again. Let's see if they use it to their advantage. Better lead this time.
Better lead.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yes.
Looks like TST. Wait,
Yes.
I just heard from production they're keeping blue side.
Yes, they're keeping blue side. Yes.
Okay.
Because they lose. Loser gets blue side.
Mm.
But I would say buff, but it's been sporadic. So
Yeah, it's definitely been nerfed on the last patch.
yes.
But maybe they'll use the first pick and first ban a little bit more strategic this time around. Obviously, the strategic part was definitely the Aatrox, but the first pick Wukong. Okay, but yeah, we are going through to the bans and picks.
All right, let's see it. So I did notice a Twitch chat analyst raises a good point that Samira did struggle to do damage in the last game because you have to stack up your ult and there was a big range disadvantage between the Jace poking you up beforehand, and then also you got to get in range of the Darius to do damage to the Darius, which is dangerous because he's a Darius. So good point there that I hadn't really factored in with my slow moving brain currently. But maybe that would be something to look at for this next draft then, to swap up your damage dealer, your primary damage dealer, to not be so reliant on getting into range of what your opponent is trying to do to you.
Yep,
Definitely
and we're
a
going to see that.
22.
And they definitely heard
Definitely.
our causes and concerns, and then they saw at least one person, and they banned that Senna, who does a lot of poke damage, to be fair. You know, the CC that can get thrown across pretty far, and then the poke with her Q, and even her just auto attacks. They said Senna. I'm surprised, honestly. Out of all the people I would have banned on the enemy team, Senna wasn't going to be my first.
Yeah.
ban, you know, but hey. Whatever works. They're better than me, I would assume. So
Senna was not the problem in that last game. I'm confident enough to say that. I mean, the Senna pilot was good, don't get me wrong, but
Yes,
Senna itself as the champion was not the issue. So they're going still with the Wukong, prioritizing that.
So they
Yeah,
went with the
definitely,
Aatrox, man.
You definitely have a tanglement with that Wukong. They really like him. They really want to go with him, and they really want to use that first pick to secure the Wukong pick. Just judging by the chat within the draft, it looks like that we might be seeing some, in lieu of no Nunu, we might get that Nautilus that Weewoo loved, especially that jungle Nautilus from yesterday. That
I'm
AP
okay with that.
jungle Nautilus that actually did some damage.
That
on the
sounds like a
side of
lot of
Asian
fun.
burritos.
As long as they're big and they're bald and they do CC, I'm okay with it. Nautilus, and there's the Gragas, who is big and bald and has CC. I'm all for it.
Is Nautilus bald? I think he's more of like a thing,
hanging
right?
out.
Like we don't really know. What if he's
nothing.
packing like luscious locks under that helmet? You can't say.
You think there's a guy under that suit of armor? He is the suit of armor, baby. He is that. He is the scuba diver. He's like the guy from the SpongeBob movie.
A hair liner on the inside of the armor, you know, just so whoever's wearing it feels pretty.
A wig. A wig.
It's just a bald cap. It's just a bald cap at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Where is true
Nautilus is
strength
actually
lies.
very self-conscious of how much hair he has, so he puts the helmet on
Oh, wow.
contain it, you know. Otherwise, under the water, it'd be all like, you know, going all over the place, all wavy.
How does he
Getting
see?
all that
How does
beer
he
in his
see?
hair.
I don't
No.
buy it,
But we're
guys. I don't buy
seeing
it.
a Rakan and a trade of
A
the
Jace,
Jace this time
okay.
around, going towards ED. So ED looking to play the Jace in mid, maybe. And then we having the lady with, what's the kind of leg she has, Weewoo?
Voluptuous. Word of the day.
Voluptuous legs. on Camille here, so we know we.
I don't think
Camille
you
had a
know
bit
what
of a thing
voluptuous
going on.
means. No, like
No,
that
she's
actually
got-
has a meaning.
Yeah, they're like it's like thick and wonderful.
Yeah,
Something
no,
like that, right?
they're knives. They're the complete opposite of
Well,
thick. Like
that-
they're
no,
literally like they cut
You're-
you. That's
different. That's her toes. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about her
The
toes.
stilts.
That's
I'm
a
gonna-
whole different argument.
I'm
That's a
gonna
whole
pull up
different argument.
incognito tab and search Camille legs. Okay, we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Her toes are knives and her legs are voluptuous. I'm here for it. All right, that's how I go for it.
Ah,
We
you're
definitely
right. Okay, all right. You know,
Yeah.
I see it now. I do see it
Hey.
now. I wasn't
Hey.
thinking about the rest of the character model.
Listen,
We
just
definitely
watch her
need a,
stride and you'll agree with me.
We need an anatomy lesson in Camille. Just Camille alone. Just an anatomy lesson on Camille there.
Not a very realistic character design, but it's okay. It's a video game. Ash also locked in. So this is a very different look for both of these teams now. Obviously,
Yeah.
the Jace will give more range to TST. I think that alone will help them out. If you go for the engagement with Rakan Wukong, then Jace can layer damage in on top and then follow up because he kind of can struggle to engage himself. Like if you get on somebody, you can slow them long enough once you get your items online, but this will enable the Jace much more.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah,
a
especially-
1v1. Yeah.
Especially
Go,
if
go,
he's
go.
utilized very early game with that damage we were seeing on the side of ICG. Will we see the same potential of the split push? Will ED do us justice or do ICG justice by doing the split push mechanics that we saw for ICG last time around on the Jace? We're seeing the Jhin and the Riven banned there, so the other white-haired lady has been banned, but one has slipped through the net. Actually, no, we've got two. Ash's white hair as well.
Oh,
So
yes,
we
yes.
have the two ladies with white hair, not quite the Riven, but yeah, TST going for more
Bootleg.
that front line comp there. Yeah, bootleg.
You can throw a
but
Varus
you
in
gotta
there. You know, he's got white hair.
Yeah.
Does he?
I'm looking. He's on the screen right now. Look. I mean, not for everybody, but for
Oh,
us,
I was
for
gonna
our
say.
view of the stream.
Oh, he does have white hair. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, but instead they went with the child, the toilet paper menace, Amumu, for ICG. You know, it's a Yordle gang. I like that. I'm here for it. And then we get the
don't call the sad boy names. He's already sad enough.
so what? He's always gonna be sad. You might as well roast him, right? If I'm getting bullied, he can get bullied. He'll suck it up. All right. But we see the Kale on the side of TST. That is interesting. I think that's support Kale.
Nah, you got Rakan.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It's gonna be
Cool.
Jace
That's-
mid, Kale top, Wukong
Kale
jungle,
top.
Ezreal, Rakan bot lane. That's my assumption.
I don't like that Kale top because we've been seeing a lot of Baron laners get bullied.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be a rough game, and now they're countering with Renekton, so it's Ash Gragas bot lane, Camille. Oh, Camille mid lane. Oh, that's exciting. Camille into Jace absolutely thrashes this
Okay.
matchup.
Okay, that's an interesting.
On the stats that someone in the community called Chicharon actually put together, I've actually just checked against it, and this is the first time seeing Kale being picked in the entire tournament. So, finals, the finals day is the first day of Kale being picked, and the Amumu is currently sitting at a 0% win rate right now. So, can ICG redeem that and get him back to 50% before the tournament is over? But yeah, the Camille we've seen in the mid quite a bit throughout the tournament, especially going against the Jace as well, is going to be a good matchup. And then the Ashe and the Amumu in the duo lane against the Ezreal. Against the Ezreal and the Rakan, it seems.
Kale's my one of my favorite champs to climb on. Just because she's such a low elo abuser in a way. Games can generally go long. Nobody knows how to end a game, so you will get to your power spikes as Kale, but she takes a long time to ramp up. So this is TST probably playing through the mid lane. I'd have to imagine. You cannot leave this Jace on an island because the Camille will just solo kill Jace repeatedly. if you do that. So hopefully they can turn things around. Unless Eddie's really good in this matchup, maybe you're able to poke out the Camille early enough that if she threatens the all-in, then she dies. But that's always the threat, is that her all-in is very powerful, and you don't have many tools to get away from her. So that's a concern.
Definitely.
No.
And I mean, we was picking up ED last match as well on the RE, so I think ED could actually bring something to the team here with the Jace in the mid lane against the Camille. But like you said, you don't want to leave him all alone, like Tom Hanks with Wilson in the mid lane.
Early game. Ooh, forcing the flash out on that Kale at 15 seconds. Nice little, gank by that Amumu, and now he's gonna go all the way down to
he's gonna go
lane.
rinse and repeat.
I
Try
mean,
it mid, see if he can get him.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to go right to bot lane. You can check. Checks the buff so they know where the Wukong is starting. Now goes mid lane.
He gets the stun. It's not gonna do anything. Yeah, he's fine. Jace early is absolutely insane. We even saw it. The last game he almost killed that Orianna in the first 20 seconds because Jace hits hard. He's got a good combo, so if he can hold that against this Camille, I think he can be pretty good on this team comp. But Renekton against Kale is also a really hard matchup because Renekton's also an early game powerhouse and Kale is a early game weak house.
This dual lane overextended very early. But they called it. They managed to escape. I thought seeing the Camille and the Amumu rotating down there, I thought we was going to see some trouble from the sad boy and the lady with the lovely legs. But no, Ezreal and the Rakan got out of there. Nick 3.
I mean, okay, Sweater gets a solo kill top lane for first blood. Yeah, Renekton can do this. Maybe Wiki Troll can do something. Nope.
Renekton even still has his flash. He has all the dashes and flashes that he needs. Wukong won't be getting this. Gragas going to be fighting for this scuttle. He does have his top laner and his mid laner right into the fight. Jace with the nice little poke, but it's not going to be enough. Flash for the Wukong.
Nice knockback.
Great knockback. Great
JC
ignite. Nice.
All right, turrets are the turrets got a raise after last game. They were like, okay, we understand you were on strike. We'll answer your demands.
Hot the hell TST Acolyte to ransom there.
Yeah. Okay. We like that. We like the little trades. TSC does have a little gold lead. That's good to have, especially because this Kale is going to be behind this whole game for a while. But if she can be the only one behind and let her team rally while she scales Kale, she'll be fine.
Scales Kale. Nice bit of poetry there from Weewoo. Renekton looking to go in, but dashes out straight away.
Well, yeah, he just wants to do the poke damage, because Kale does have her heals, and it is something that they level up pretty quick, but I mean, I don't think you can out-heal a Renekton dash, stun, spin, hop out. That does too much damage every once in a while. They're going to be fighting for wow, it's a 4v3 right now. It's going to be a 4v4 with Jace coming in. Ash with the nice little arrow across the map. I like to see that, aimed correctly. But I think,
ironically, I don't know if they know that Kale ult's down, but the big engage,
the great Gragas ult, big boy with the big ult going in, making it a double kill on Jace. I don't think it was enough with that Gragas ult. He goes down. They get the blue buff.
Yeah, it was very anticlimactic ult there from the Gragas. I was expecting a little bit more. And I mean, especially with the Ashe getting that stun on the two champions at the back line there, we were seeing a split-up team fight. I thought it was definitely going to go in the favor of ICG, but no. Yeah. We saw TST bring the flame.
This is
Jace. Yeah.
This is a classic scenario where ICG think they still have their gold lead from game 1. Playing over aggressive. They were conditioned to win every single fight, every scrap, but good for TSC to hold on there, especially when Hypernova did not have the Kale ult for the fight. The funny thing is, I don't know if ICG even realized that, because Hypernova used the ult onto Wikitroll once Wikitroll made it over the wall. There's a chance, based on Fog of War, that ICG didn't know that, which makes the engage even more suspect. I feel like that's just overeager from Ramita going for something like that. So that's something to look at. Those moments, you're up in the series. This could have been a 2-0, and now you might be going into a third game.
Yeah, they saw that Gragas ult hit 4 people and thought, hey, if that's happening, we're going in. And they went in and they got beat up. They didn't even realize. They just don't. Oh, Jace is going down. He does get a kill on that Camille. Ezreal with a nice little ult. Oh, Stasis first item, and it's gonna save him and get them the kill on that Wukong. Great buy to get that Stasis early game. Interesting.
I like it. It's pretty cute, especially from a support. Now the dragon fight started. Engage comes in from Jed Crush, and you have no damage follow-up. The Ignite should get the kill, and there it is.
I don't think Amumu realized he still had his tears that take away his health, and he ran away and died because of it. They're gonna get the dragon, but Amumu died because he forgot to let go of his W ability. Okay.
No, it was the I believe it was Ignite from.
It was the
Dead
Ignite.
Crush. Dead Crush got the kill with Ignite ticking.
I saw that. I saw him still crying and wasting away his health at the same time. It was close.
Oh,
Ash
Harold.
That's a big Renekton, though. Big Crocodile. As a Florida man myself, I am horrified. Wukong still gets the
flashbacks,
Harold. But I don't know.
It's a classic Friday night for Weewoo. We're still diving for more than kills that ult. Yeah. Sweater was able to get the kill ult earlier in the 1v1, so Hypernova does not have it for this. And ICG are right back into this game.
Yep.
Yeah, but back at it with that 3v1 under the turrets. They have definitely bribed them when they went back to base. Slipped them a few quid more, as we would in Britain. And it definitely worked out for them in under that turret. And they have actually managed to pull the gold lead ever so slightly in their favor by a few hundred. Nick there, but yes, what a great engage there from ICG under that turret.
Oh, another
they're going
gank.
for more.
He is bullying this Kale. He does not want him to scale.
As ult.
Oh,
you can't press the ult when you're in CC.
Nope.
Yeah, you're knocked around by the Gragas. That was big.
That was a good ult. Another Ashe arrow just seems to be hitting things nonsensical, to be fair. It's not changing the tide of a team fight. They're just doing damage right now. I mean, one good arrow can change the whole game entirely, but now we're seeing ICG getting that scale, getting that gold, taking that lead that they didn't have in their early game, and I mean, they acting like they never had it they always had it in the first place, actually. But we'll see.
Yeah. I think Tengen was assuming that Camille was going to aggress the Wukong within that interaction there, but there was a bit of a miscommunication going on with ICG, seriously.
No, yeah, but I mean, Camille's still doing the things. You know, she was down 1,500 gold on this Jace, and now she's right back up. She's only 500 gold down. She's got 3 kills, 2 assists. So they're turning it right back around. The TST has to get it locked down and secured for these fights.
Ooh, that arrow landed. Ooh, yeah, you look at the cooldown. That was Asher that set that one up.
It almost looked like he was AFK for how long he was stunned on that fight. Jesus.
The longer the distance, the longer the stun. So Tengen setting up the kill for Camille, who now is in a side lane position to split push. They also have the Renekton split pushing in a 1v2.
But he's doing a lot of damage
so
to
far.
this
Nah, you don't live this one.
Great ult. I don't like the flash at the end, but it was a great ult by Camille to keep that Wukong from taking enough damage to die. Rakan doing another. Ooh, doesn't get the poke though. So Ashe will walk away.
A lot of oohs and ahs in both of those interactions there. And not enough wee-woos or choo-choos. Tengen once again with that ult arrow looking to do something for the team. Dragon's pushing him into the turret though.
Oh, but he gets the kill.
Go out,
Jace with a nice little combo, but he goes down for it.
Blaze, that was sick! Holy! You use the explosive cast to knock them towards your turret. You get past. He must have just walked past them and then body slams them further back into the team. Oh, that was incredibly well done.
That was well done, but the Jace was able to get the kill right before he died. He took someone with him. So that was a good play by the Jace as well. They both played it pretty well. Made it equal. But that Ashe is flinging ults like every 20 seconds at this point. We're seeing arrows across the map every time. It's so quick now. It's so quick. She has her ult up already.
At this point, it's probably like a 30-second, maybe even less. It's probably like 25-second cooldown.
So fast now. Let's see. Renekton chilling around. They do have that vision there, so they know they're going to bait it. They got the flash out by that Ezreal. He knew Renekton was coming. they're able to escape
Watch
that
for
team
explosive
fight.
cast.
Yep. You can hear Gragas burping a mile away. You know you better run. And Gragas definitely building. He's just going for full AP. He's not building the tank boy. There's no really straight tanks on this team. Just straight bruisers. They get Rift Herald. They're gonna use it. Looks like they're going right to mid with it. They're playing 4-man ARAM. And let's see, but Dragon's coming up in 5 seconds, and it's our favorite of all time.
Oh, that
We
bandage
was only
toss
Dragon.
was close. I mean, I don't think you want to take that bandage toss, actually. That's a lucky one where you're like, thank goodness
Yeah.
it missed because everybody was there and your team wasn't ready. You're kind of chunked out. This Jace can really run this fight here.
Yeah.
And the Ezreal poke. I don't see an avenue for ICG to get in. They got to go for the steal.
Jace going with the a great stasis by Amumu. He's gonna run away, but I don't think it's enough. Oh, he gets a stun. He's going in. He says, "I'm gonna die. I'll take some people with me," but it's not enough.
Right
Double
on the
kill.
side of TST
Wow.
there.
Wow, TST turning the tides, gets a quad kill and the Infernal Dragon, and they're gonna push up this mid for even more of a gold lead right now.
It should be
Camille
an
by
inhibitor.
herself.
Looking at the death timers, that was all because of the poke from the earlier plays. The Jace
Yep.
and the Ezreal can throw out damage from very long range. ICG can't get in to the fight at that point. I mean, when your health bars are that low, you either say go for the steal, Blaze go in alone and trade your life for a 50-50, or everyone get out. I think you got to make one or the other call.
Yeah, they definitely. But the Mumu, he was stuck between a rock and a hard place with no health. He had to stasis, and he's just the support. He's just a lowly boy, and he decided, all right, I'm gonna try to help my team. But Wukong could not. He couldn't survive against that Kayle. The Kayle is now becoming online, even though she's 0-3 and she's got enough. You know, she's got assists. She's gonna start doing damage, even though she doesn't have that gold.
You're in trouble, Hypernova. We're looking at the Amumu right now. If we can look at the Camille, actually. Yeah, here we go. That's the engage tool. Hypernova has the ultimate. It buys time, and that time's necessary because Wiki Troll can now get into the fight. Ramita!
Oh.
Smacked by Eddie.
Oh,
The Asher goes a little wide. This is big for TST. A double kill. That was a big play that could have gotten ICG back into this.
Definitely, we've seen the global ultimates shot around by the
Yeah,
Ashe,
win here
by
too.
the Ezreal. It was literally flashing up in the cameras. We're seeing Renekton going to 2v1 here, dashing over the wall. Will he get away?
He does.
Yes, he does. Yep.
It was so close. That's one of those instances where I can tell LJ Ezreal was just tapping the abilities rather than tap flicking. If you tap flick, you can control where that first ability goes, but when you tap, it'll default to whatever's in vision. And Sweater technically, I think, was out of vision because he was in Fog of War. So Ezreal the model turned around and shot the Mystic shot at a minion. And those are those little moments where it's like, oh, as a player, like, it's so close. I almost had him. I think it's fine because the team's still doing well, but it's always funny when you see those kinds of moments happen here. And I say they're fine, they might not be.
Oh, Ezreal going down. Great Camille. Oh, Ashe missing her arrow just slightly. I don't think it's gonna. Oh, it's gonna matter. Amumu's
It's
gonna
gonna
go
matter.
down.
Yeah, you need to stun that Jace. He's very ahead and packing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
This Camille can maybe 1v1 him, but that wasn't a 1v1. When there's CC around a Jace, he's way more threatening.
Yeah. That Jace still having full health. He's swinging that thing around like he doesn't care. He's doing the damage, and Mumu is getting absolutely deleted as he's building tank items, and it's too much to handle. He's got the CC, he's got the damage, he's got the range. Jace has it all.
Ooh.
Good
Old to
kill
go
ult to
back in
keep
there.
Rakan alive, but wow, that Renekton is pretty strong too.
We could have looked at that Ezreal overextend as either a bait or a mistake, but I mean, it went in the favor of TST, so it worked, whatever it was.
Yeah. Ooh, oh, the Gragas ult making that Ashe arrow completely miss. Unfortunate. Looked like me when I play bowling and I'm trying to hit for 2 pins at once and it goes right down the middle. Ugh, you hate to see it.
You have to will it at that point, Weewoo. You have to will it. You have to become one with the ball at that point, mate.
If you lean a direction, the ball will actually, lean that direction too. That's my usual strategy there.
Oh, is that why it always goes in the gutter?
Hey, important to note, the Kayle is getting towards being in that problem zone. Once you hit level 13, you are now identifying as a problem to the enemy team. as everything is
Definitely.
already looking rough for them, this Jace is very ahead. And then Kale, even though you're incredibly behind your lane opponent, you will get to that point regardless. Like, as Kale, you don't expect to be ahead. If you're ahead, congratulations. But this is pretty standard stuff. You're just trying to get as many resources as you can. I like this, taking any jungle camps that are up.
Yep.
It's not safe to walk up to this Renekton. I say, as Hypernova might walk up to the Renekton, don't do it.
Oh,
you
there.
no, there's a sword. Yeah, never mind.
Oh, Renekton's actually the scared one on this fight because he's Kale's got backup, and it's gonna be they're gonna go away. Dragon, Frito Dragon, Mountain Dragon coming up in 20 seconds. It's not gonna really make too much of a difference. You definitely, as TST, you want that just to get that buff more on that Infernal Dragon that you already have, deal more damage, and it's important more, I feel like, for TST than ICG, but ICG doesn't want TST to have it, so there's definitely gonna be a big fight for this dragon, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things right on this next fight for the dragon. I mean, gold difference is very, very slim, so whoever comes out victor on top of this team fight here or with the Drake, it's going to make a massive difference.
Ooh. Forcing that Camille to flash, and she's used her ult as well. You can... Let's see if the changes. If they start this dragon, they're going to force them to go for the fight. Camille doesn't have the engage that she needs, but Amumu is still there, and he's got all the engage that he needs for ICG to start up a fight. Oh, they're going for that Gragas. They're prioritizing the jungle right now. He's getting charmed. He's getting bullied. He's got the stasis. Amumu coming in. He's coming in. Kale with the ult. Oh, that's huge, but Gragas gets away somehow. But Amumu is not getting beat up.
Oh,
he's going right
melted here.
Yeah, that was an okay look for ICG, but they got more to do. Low health bars on TSC. This might be their best shot.
Is down. The crocodile is swimming with the fishes right now. Let's see. Jace is by himself, but he's low on health. He can't do the bully.
Ultimate.
The Camille ult is back up, but she's not gonna. Oh, she gets it.
It's so close.
She got it.
Oh, the explosive cast.
Nice.
Okay, ICG win a clutch fight there. It was a game of inches. Very low health bars on both sides, but they pull it off because their Camille back steals and then rejoins the fight. Now over the wall again, and the Ash Arrow lands. That's going to be a dead Ezreal. Ooh, even look for the steal too. Ooh.
Absolutely insane. Wow. And ICG comes back and turns it around on that team fight. Now they have the gold lead again. It has been going back and forth on this gold lead. They have been going. It has been a crazy game, honestly. Back and forth, back and forth. Woo.
Like I said, there was a lot to gain from that team fight there from the Drake, as I said earlier, with the not only the sacrifice of losing a second dragon, but also losing the gold lead. And TST have lost that gold lead. It is now going in a 2.5k, 2.8k. Let's not keep counting, because as the ticker goes up, I'm going to be wrong. But they do have now a gold lead on the side of ICG here. And within there we go, yeah. God damn it, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. But yeah, the early team fight, we were seeing, I mean, I was sure that we was going to see another fight in the flavor of TST there with that melting damage, but then we were seeing the health bars just drop on the side there, and then ICG just made a wonderful cake out of it.
Oh, let's see that Ash Arrow.
I think that was the first Ash Arrow that missed.
No, we saw that one with that Gragas ult, but we'll blame Gragas for that miss. Not
it's not her fault. All right, Hypernova's at the point now where you're level 13. You're actually going to be doing a lot of damage.
But he doesn't have life steal, surprisingly, yet still. So he's doing damage, but he can get defeated pretty quickly. Just like this Wukong. Great tank. He gets the shields up. He survives that engage. Kale going down.
He is that bullet push.
Hullbreaker Renekton.
Hullbreaker.
Look at that.
Oh, but
and then Jace is working on the inhibitor down there as well.
Okay. Oh, I don't think this crocodile is getting away. I don't know. He's using that flash. Rakan is Rakan.
Yeah. Oh, the flash party's dead.
And the ult.
There we go.
Nice.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yes. Oh, but they're gonna trade it for Baron. They're gonna trade it for Baron. It's genius. Ezreal trying to ult in, but it's not enough. They're gonna get this Baron down. Amumu going right in with Camille. They're ready. Oh, great flash. I don't think she's gonna be able to get the ult off as well. And now Ezreal escapes, but now they have to survive this Baron push. Oh boy.
Not only
Now
do they have the Baron, they have a much further away gold lead as
Yep.
well, coming up to that 5k, which is now becoming somewhat of a team fight away for the gold lead to go back in favor of TST. But from the split push from the Jace getting the inhibitors, so they have trade inhibitors there, so there's a bit more pressure in this mid lane that they're pushing here. But with that Baron lane,
They are going
that
hard.
Baron buff, sorry, it is kind of neutralized.
Yeah. I'm
this could be
surprised. Let's go.
It could be the end of the game right here. I mean, ICG did a fantastic job of recovering from their deficit that they were in. They put themselves in it, if we're being honest. They went a little aggressive, over-aggressive in a few moments in the early game, but now with the gold lead and the Baron buff and the supers, this could be the game-ending push. And this is the game-ending engage!
Oh, Ezreal stasis, but right into the astral. Right, as soon as stasis expired, he's gonna go down. They're gonna win another Kale ult right into the center. Amumu's not gonna be able to tank it. We do have Camille dying. She has Guardian Angel. Let's see if that's enough. Ooh, Kale
melted down by the Kale.
It does not matter what laning phase looks like for a Kale. If you can have fights like that at these moments, you're gonna carry games. Hypernova did what he needed to do in this moment here. 3 items completed, getting towards that 4th, and Kale is online.
Yes, she is.
I mean, Renekton wasn't actually part of that team fight either, so it's he's looking at the bigger picture.
Kale is getting to lead him, and we also see Renekton in the map on the top left. He's taking inhib. I don't think this is
He's
back
in the game.
Wow.
There we go.
Oh,
Hypernova doing what he does best.
Saved the game. We get the long golden Renekton to close it, but then Hypernova gets soloed by that Renekton. Wow.
Absolutely demolished. Wow.
So, what a match that was. That was definitely the TST Acolyte we were really hoping to see in the first match of the series. Luckily, they brought it for that time around, but it just wasn't enough because we thought ICG towards the beginning, as Kanga said to us, they felt like that their gold lead went ahead with this match. They thought they had a rollover going on with the gold, but it clearly didn't. And they adjusted that mentality and came back with a boom. And it was all around those centered fights around those dragons as well. So that fight for the Mountain Dragon, clearing out most of the team, almost getting an ace from TST within that fight, but also securing the dragon, getting that gold lead, and it just kind of snowballed from then on, especially with Sweater's split pushing technique as well, whilst the other ICG members were fighting on. But it was a really good match from TST. There's not much more they could have done. They had a good team comp. It was just those team fights where the loss, there were vital points within the match where it was just either all or nothing, and there's a lot to risk at those points.
I think it was just Sweater. I mean, Sweater basically just closed that game out on their own. So props to the whole break split pusher for finding the Kale at the end there. Because if that hadn't happened and we got another team fight, I think TST actually takes that one. They were in a point where they could close out.
They were sad at the Elder Dragon as well.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. No, they were definitely going
much closer.
Sweater playing it smart. He was doing. He went hole breaker last item. He wasn't even focused on it. But then he realized that Kale is changing the tide of the team fight. So let me split push, and that's exactly what he did. Kale. Now she's 1-6, mind you, but it's Kale. You know, she hit level 15. She's gonna do the damage, and I'm actually surprised because Kale did not build any lifesteal at all during that fight.
Yeah.
So in that team fight, she wasn't getting focused, so she was able to just keep hitting. But if she, like we saw in the end when she fought the Renekton, she has no lifesteal at all to be able to hold her own on a 1v1, and that's exactly what caused them to lose at that point. Sweater just absolutely demolishing and taking that tower. So, I mean, other than that, it was a great game. Lots of back and forth. If we could see the gold graph, I'd want to see that just because you could see just how much it was. Look, up, down. It was a close battle. That was a close battle. Yeah.
Wait, you can see the total gold earned? I didn't know that. We got 1 million gold. Oh wait, no, that's
no, that was
what was? Oh, XP. That's way different. I was like, how did we possibly get to 1 million? That's crazy.
Minions were just running with money bags there in the lane. It's just like, slay me for the gold.
But it's yeah, I mean, that was a much better game by both of them that just ended on another split push by the Baron lane. Another Sweater again. He wanted to be MVP of that team, and I think he was on both times, both games. He was something. He was something, a
Yeah.
force to be reckoned with.
On the Darius, on the Renekton, brilliant,
Mhm.
well played. But yeah, I mean, if we saw TST Acolytes bring that flavor in the first match, I think they probably would have gone into this second match with a bit more of a positive mental there. But we were seeing it early game, and as the graph shows, it's a roller coaster. It was a big old roller coaster going on. There was a bit of a blue wave, red wave, blue wave, and then finale of the red wave, where we saw the acquisition of that dragon and the team fight. But like you said, if it weren't for Sweater split pushing, we probably could have saw TST get that Elder Dragon, and then we would have been into more of a tricky situation because most of the Baron buffs by then was taken away because they did get a few kills towards the end. But it's a bit of what ifs from now on, but it is the leaders. So ICG do take third place, so they have claimed themselves $100.
Well done.
I like that American accent, Blam, too. Don't think I didn't catch it.
I'm trying. I've been perfecting it all Sunday. I've had a day off work just to work on that part, and I can't say anything else in American. I'm not saying it's its own language, but an American accent. So, running away with myself here in Britain, laughing overseas. But yeah, very good match.
Yeah, great match. And hey, soon we got the finale. That's right. We got Asian Burritos versus Gap Noob. But right before that, we're going to take a little short break. Just a tiny, tiny short break. We'll be right back.
I need to eat more of my rice pudding. So this is the rice pudding break.
Do you guys chew your rice pudding? That's what I'm going to ask chat.
We'll ruminate on that while we're in break.
Yeah. Think about it. All right.
Yeah,
guys.
you chew or swallow.
There's a part of myself I'm missing. Now I got a lot to learn. When I lie to myself, I listen. Tell me things I don't deserve. But the mirror shows a different face, and I've grown to look the other way. Telling myself it's only the start. What you've done, you made me this way. Gave you this way, and I find the place that my heart's in. I finish the things that you started. You made me this way. This way,